Hello everyone, my name is Isabel and welcome back to my personal finance channel, Your Friendly Budgetarian. Today's video is something that I haven't done before and I won't be showing my face today due to some unforeseen events, but rest assured I am totally okay. So for everyone who is new here in my channel, hello friends. I have been creating videos about personal finance as well as documenting my path towards financial freedom and starting it off by paying 6 figures worth of student loans. So if you guys are interested, please click the subscribe button down below. Without further ado, let's get started with my March budget closeout. Alright, so here is the overview for my March budget. Alright, so going into my income, I have 2 paychecks for this month. So the first one, I know that it will be a lot because I believe I worked holiday and some overtime. So it was about $3,973. And then for my second paycheck, I didn't had any overtime, so it was my normal income, which is about $3,334.07. Unfortunately for my tax return, I still have not done it, but obviously I will be making sure that I finalize it this month because April, I think, is it 14 or 15 would be the last day to submit your taxes. And then my pre-tax contributions, which is basically for my 401k. Although technically, I mean, it is Roth 401k, so it's not necessarily pre-tax, but the income that I put into my this budget spreadsheet is basically the after deductions and everything, and that includes my Roth 401k deductions. So I'm just putting it there just so I can basically monitor it. So it's $700 because I basically put in $350 every paycheck. Side hustle, I didn't bring in anything. My checkings roll over. Typically my goal is to always have at least $500 for my buffer account or my checkings account, but this time I only had about $440.31. So overall I have $8,448.15 for my budget this March. Alright, so going into my fixed and monthly expenses, couple of things, most of them are green, which is good. So mortgage is still about the same. I paid $61.98 as additional principal payment. My fiance is the one who pays more for the mortgage. I just pay about $61.98 to make it a flat amount, and that is about $3,500 that we pay, and that includes already, besides our principal payment and our interest, that includes our escrow account, and in our escrow account it has the property taxes and as well as the insurance. Sorry, I can't find my words today. For electricity and gas, it's a flat $110. So we have this flex pay, which is basically it's a set amount. They average out our yearly expenses and divide it into 12 months. And then if ever we need to pay like extra, like at the end of the month, or if we have paid less, then they'll give back the money in some form. Waste management is zero. Waste management in sewage system is $0 because we paid every quarter, and so March is the end of the first quarter, so that's why you don't have to pay for it. Subscriptions, it's $10.98. That is just the storage, extra storage for my Apple, and also some subscription, TV subscription. And then phone, it's $0 for now. My fiance is the one who pays most of it. And then water is $32.38. I believe this amount might go back up because it's already springtime and we need to start watering our plants. So that amount will, I already have increased our budget for that for my April budget. And I actually just released that video. So if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description box below. So overall, I have budgeted about $295.98 for our fixer monthly expenses, but I was only able to pay $280.34. All right, so next is for the variable expenses. Unfortunately, there's definitely some RUDs in here that I don't really want to see, but it is what it is. Grocery, we did pretty good. I budgeted $500 and it was only $444.85. Although, truth be told, this amount is basically what I have spent out of my pocket. My fiance has a different amount, which I still do track the best as I can. But overall, I would say we spend about, combined, would be about less than $1,000. It's really mostly because we have been including, like, if there's any toiletries, house supplies. I actually technically put them under grocery just because most of the time when we do our grocery shopping, we already include those. We don't necessarily put them in the housing category because it's just a lot of work for me to, kind of differentiate the two. So I put them all under grocery. If ever we do, like, say, go to Target and we only buy, like, household items, then for sure I will put that in housing. But other than that, if we have a grocery trip and we mix the food and some toiletries, then I just put them all under grocery. And also we include the dog food as well under grocery because they don't have any, like, prescription food or anything else. The thing is, they eat, like, chicken and rice and then one bag of dog food, like, every 2 months or something like that. So that's why I just put it all in there. But anyways, it's still good. There's $55 that we have not spent, so that goes to the other category. So for example, housing, it's $165.89. That is when we went to Target, I believe. I honestly forgot what we have spent there, but for the most part, it's all about the house. And personal, $488.08. This one, I'm not really too proud of this. A couple of things that I have bought. I bought some dress for the wedding we went to of one of my friends in California. And then I actually bought a book as well, which I still have yet to come up with a book review in my Instagram. So if you guys want to check it out, I did read Psychology of Money. And it's funny because that's not even the book that I was planning to finish for the month of March. But that's basically, I was like reading 2 books. I finished the one that I didn't intend to finish, and then the one I planned to finish, I wasn't able to finish. So it's always nice, right? And then I also bought storage device, basically like a terabyte portable storage is what you call it. It's for my videos here in my laptop so that I would be able to create more videos, or edit more videos, and also not trying to hurt my laptop's memory and all that stuff. So that's all included in my personal. I've never spent more than $200 usually, but March is an exception for sure. Medical and health, so $164. So this is kind of stupid on my part. March is when I scheduled all my annual exams for my health, my vision, and my dental. And so I thought all this time, oh, maybe I have I probably should have known better. I should have looked at my insurance coverage and everything, but of course you don't always know what happens or what gets billed and stuff. So I didn't realize I had some co-pays to pay. So I should have really prepared for it, but for sure next year I do have a high deductible health plan, and with that I was able to get HSA for this year. So I mean, it's still a good payoff if anything, but for sure next year I'll try to plan it better. For transportation, I budgeted $40. I thought I was gonna be able to last at least until the first day of April, but I wasn't. I still had like one day to go to work, and so I was just scared because like my gas is already blinking for Toyota users out there. I mean, for Toyota drivers out there, you know, I have a 2012 Yaris, and the gas light is already blinking, you know, at the very end. I thought I would make it last, but I didn't. And of course, with the price of the gas, my full tank, which before I could pay like about $20 to $30, now it's $51. So that's kind of a bummer, but I mean, at least for me, it lasts for at least every 2 months. So I can't really, you know, complain with that. For eating out, definitely it's a good month. For me, it's $23.99 compared to the $150 that I planned for. And so, yeah, I don't really necessarily always think about eating out unless like if I'm eating out with people, then or my fiance, either like my fiance pays for it or I pay for it, which I really don't mind, because it's not like we do it every day, and for the most part we try to cook here at home, or my fiance cooks at home, not me. But yeah, it's still a good month because I didn't have to because it was very under budget. For pets, it's $0. Donations is $200. And then for gift, I thought I would pay for the gift with regards to my friend's wedding, but it was my fiance who covered for it because I covered for our travel expenses when we went to California. So I mean, I budgeted for $1,000. We're still under budget, which is good. I spent about $922.07. Car insurance, I had it in question mark because I didn't know if I will be paying for it like by the end of March or the start of April, but I decided eventually to just pay it for March for like my next policy. So I do every 6 months because that definitely gives me much more discount, which again is a tip that I would give you guys if you are to pay for your insurance. If you can, do it every 6 months because you will definitely save a couple of bucks if you do it that way. And then last but not the least, I have some miscellaneous fees, $65. I didn't necessarily plan for this, but it's fine because my fiance and I are going to one of our fraternity convention for the month of April. So I'm just we need to be registered, and so that is the registration fee. So all in all, I budgeted for about $2,830, and my actual expenses were $2,915.79. So even though there's technically lots of red with regards to the difference, the net difference is $85.79. So I know it's still red, but it is what it is, but I'm still glad that it's not like by a lot. Alright, so for my sinking fund / savings / retirements, I did actually pretty good on that. So I pretty much did everything except for my Roth. So first of all, my M1 Spend Plus, which is my high yield savings account, I do have, actually this is my second high yield savings account. My first one is Ally, but I decided to just transfer all my money to M1 Spend Plus high yield savings account because in Ally it's only 0.5%, whereas in M1 Spend Plus it's 1%. So I put it $200 for that, and then for my second brokerage account, which is M1 Finance, I put $50, and then my crypto or Coinbase account, I put $20. And by the way, I'm just gonna promote it in here because if you guys do decide to start diversifying your portfolio and add like crypto in it, you can use my link down below. If you deposit $100, you get $10 extra to invest into your crypto account, and also I get $10 into my Coinbase account. So it's a win-win type of situation. For my my first brokerage account actually is Wealthfront. That's where I originally put in all my my investments. I first opened my Roth in there, and then I have my brokerage. So I put in $100, and so if you guys also use my link down below, if you they manage your first $5,000 for free. I believe the minimum deposit is at least $500. So yeah, I mean, it's good because if you, like, let's say if you are really just starting and you don't know like where to invest your money, the thing with Wealthfront is that it's a robo-advisor account, or a robo-account, meaning they have this like software that they use wherein they, you know, calculate the risk, or I mean they do your investment based on your risk calculation, and so they put out questions and then you're going to answer them, and then from there they will base off your risk. So I mean, you can, if you're not satisfied with the risk score, you can always just change it yourself, especially if you're young. I tend to go on the riskier side of investments since I know there's a couple more years before I retire. So obviously the higher the risk, the higher the rewards, but again, there's always that chance that it would not reap rewards right away. So it's Wealthfront is pretty easy to use. I still have yet to create a video for that, which I hope I will be able to do this month or probably next month, but I will let you guys know for sure. So for my Roth or traditional IRA, I budgeted for $600, but I was only able to put $500. For my HSA account, I budgeted $300. I usually put in $150 every month, but just for the month of March, I kind of wanted to make it up from January, where I did not put in anything at all. So that's why I doubled it to $300, and that's what I put. And then last but not the least, for my TSP or my 401k account, this is my pre-tax contribution. I put in $350 every paycheck, and so I put in a total of $700 for the month of March. All in all, my total for my sinking fund, savings, and retirement is $1,870, so I was only about $100 short from what I have budgeted. Alright, so last but not the least, I have my debts, and I don't really have much anything to say, but I have budgeted $4,500, but unfortunately I was only able to put $3,500. I mean, it's still definitely a large amount. I thought I was hoping to be able to be under, or at least within $30,000 for my debt remaining, but I was only able to do basically I'm $1,300 short for it to be around $30,000 or less, but that is fine. Technically, since it's already April, I had my first paycheck just last Friday, like April 1st or April 2nd, something like that. And I already put about $2,300 into my debts for this month of April, which means that I am technically $29,000 left of my student remaining. And I actually just updated that in my Instagram. So if you guys want to follow my Instagram channel, or sorry, my Instagram page, I'll put my Instagram username. It's basically at Your Friendly Budgetarian. I actually update there most. If I don't upload videos here on YouTube, I would say at least that I'm active or moderately active in Instagram. So if you want to follow me along my journey to paying off my student loans, follow me there on my Instagram page as well. So I know it's $1,000 short, but it's all good. I know I'm able to catch up for this month of April, since it's a 3 paycheck month. I already have, again, I have uploaded my April budget. You will see how much I am planning to contribute for this month for my debts, and hopefully with that I'll be around like maybe 25K for the end of April. So we'll see. All right, so if we are to, I don't think I did this in my last budget closeout, but basically between my budgeted breakdown and my actual breakdown, it's almost close. But again, the only really main difference is with my variable spendings and my savings. So my debts is pretty close, so it's 46.9%, but from my budgeted, but I spent about 41%. And then for my fixed expenses, it's still about the same, 3.1% for my budgeted, and then 3.3% in my actual. For my variable, so it's about 30% in my budgeted, but I did 34% in my actual breakdown. And then last but not the least, this savings is about 21%, and my actual is 22%. So overall, it's still pretty close. I don't necessarily do a zero budget, but I try to at least leave about $500 in my checkings account, because again, I want to use that as a buffer. It is technically like my sinking funds account. I mean, and then my emergency funds account is basically the money that I have in my high yield savings account. I mean, besides my fiance's emergency fund, he does have some money for emergency for both of us, but for now, that's what I have at least in my bank account. So overall, it's not really a bad month, I would say. I still feel pretty okay with the turnout of my March. I know I could do better, but it's all good, you know. And also, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to springtime, and I feel really confident about my money just recently. So I tend to not really worry about you know, if there's ever some stuff that I went over budget. So I just want to do it, you know, take it one at a time basically, and just make sure to just be self-aware of like my money decisions and all that stuff. So yeah, with that said, if you guys like my video and are interested to know more on how I do my finance, please click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that you guys will be notified as soon as I upload a new one. So with that said, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!